Hello and welcome to another episode of On The Topic, and we are on the go again, Dan.
We are on the go, and I am, of course, Dan. Not of this universe,
no.
From another one.
No, indeed. I don't introduce myself, I'm Alex. Because we've just come from the film, Dan. Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yeah, that's the one.
Jaw-dropping, I think. It's very we struggle to kind of understand how we could try and describe what we've seen without spoiling it, because everything is potentially a spoiler, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try and do the full episode, do the full round-up on this. But maybe we should possibly put in spoiler alert, just in case.
Just in case one of us slip. So here's here's spoiler klaxon.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Didn't know we had that in Gunwolf.
I know, but we do. He's always with us in our hearts. So Dan, I mean, which way should we walk? Should we walk all around?
Yeah.
Get a long way around. So we're currently walking around Gunwolf Quays down in Portsmouth, straight from the View Cinema. So there's some background noise, some music, and some people sitting around enjoying their hot beverages.
Not like when we finished Bombs that time. We'll walk around, there was drunks everywhere, possibly vomit.
All manner of wildlife out on the show. No, some decorum, I think, today.
Yes.
As we walk around. Dan, did that film... Remember, no spoilers. But did that film suffer the fate of Spider-Man 3 under Tobey Maguire, do you think?
No.
Was there too much going on?
No, I think it was handled really well. I had my concerns. But again, it didn't suffer from the Spider-Man 3 or the Amazing Spider-Man 2 syndrome. I do think that maybe the middle part was a little bit flat.
Yeah.
I would agree with you on that one, as you mentioned in the cinema.
But otherwise, you thought it was a decent effort.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd say it was sort of Spider-Man's Endgame. Personally.
Yeah, I think it's fair. It's a fair one. And again, we're really tightly shackled in terms of what we can and what we can't say. But I think that's a fair summary, Dan. And I think for me, for a number of reasons, I don't think there was a dry eye in the audience.
No, I mean, there was certainly some moments where I certainly wept a little bit. I'd say it was hard not to.
Yeah, I think there's a whole range of emotions on show in that film. We've got to navigate a guy.
I think it's fair to say, again, trying to keep it spoiler-free, Spider-Man does suffer some loss in this.
Yeah, what superhero film wouldn't?
Especially of that capacity.
Yes.
It was massive.
He's well known to dabble in sorrow. So I don't think we're giving away too much. We've got to navigate all these people down as we come.
I know,
what's all this about?
Absolutely heaving down. We've got queues going to shops, we've got Swarovski, the Nike factory. We've
got to stick together because we've got a cable between us, so we don't want to garrot someone as we walk past.
Yeah, we don't want to be taking people out with the mics.
No, bit of teamwork. Yeah, and I think with that also there's some happier moments, wasn't there? There was some amazing moments. I think, what did I say, 20, is it 25 films now? 20?
Yeah.
25 odd films in the MCU, and the fact that they can still pull those out the bag, I think is testament to, the storytelling, but also just how well it transfers onto cinema. So yeah, I had an amazing time. I thought it was a fantastic film. I think as per usual, we're going to have to take some time to unwind,
process,
take stock. We're going right. Don't take out this young family. Take stock and see exactly what we just saw. But I'm quite excited for what could come next. I mean,
yeah. We
were talking separately about how Tom Holland was saying that he might take a break from films and concentrate on family. I mean, the guy's only 23, 22. He's a young lad.
Yes. Yeah.
So the cynic in me thinks that was a way for Sony to be able to generate some money.
Yeah. One thing I did find interesting actually was that how it sort of tied in a little bit to Venom 2, and although the Sony stuff's not particularly canon with the MCU.
No.
I did find one of the cutscenes interesting, but obviously we'll dive more into that. But I certainly think there is more to come from young Tom Holland, Sony and the MCU.
I believe so. And was there anything particular? I mean, again, it's very difficult to describe something that is literally spoilerific, but is there anything that you thought didn't quite hit the mark? I mean, I know that you said it was flat in the middle. Was there anything that you thought was perhaps not so good about it?
No, not really. I mean, I'm seeing it again tomorrow with my dad. So I'll be fresh off the mark again to go into a full episode for this.
Lovely.
But there was one moment where, again, try not to give too much away. I mean, it's obviously Hollywood's worst kept secret, but I just found it was handled so well, and it provided a lot of quite wholesome moments.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's anything that I think I'd reflect and say was poor. I don't think it was because of the studio. They probably leaked some stuff to get the interest in there. I think, Dan, for me, it was people sport it for me. I think we were marking, not sure if you can hear over the wind, guys, as we were walking into windy Portsmouth. People spoilt it. I mean, literally hours before we had come out to the cinema, the old coronavirus, of course. I was flicking through YouTube, and the old algorithm decided to flick up a still thumbnail and spoilers. And that's all because some dickhead decided that he wanted to take a picture in the cinema, which is illegal in itself, and share it. It's not even 2 weeks as of recording, is it, Old?
No. I think we had this gripe when we watched Bond as well. You know, people on their phones and stuff. I mean, you know what you're going into, and especially if you're a Marvel fan, don't be a dickhead and leak it to the world. You know, there are people who still haven't seen it. You know, we are in a pandemic. People are still reluctant to go to cinema, or you know, we were trying to maintain our health for Christmas.
Yeah.
We didn't go release day, and you know, we're fortunate to be here now to can probably see the biggest film of the pandemic. You know, it's hit the $1 billion mark.
Definitely, biggest film this year for sure. And yeah, you're right, Dan. I mean, it's only gathering speed, and it's 1 billion worldwide so far. So I think it's gonna trundle along and make lots and lots of money. So I think that's my only reflection. It's just fucking irritating that people just
he's swearing already, lads.
Take to the internet. This is what grinds my gears. Doing episode 2 of how people just can't stop sharing stuff they shouldn't do. So yeah, that's anything upsetting me. But I mean, I thought it was well paced. There were some wholesome moments. There were some interesting nods. That probably touched a number of different graphic novels and storylines, and I thought it was well put together. I thought it culminated in Holland's perfect third outing, and it's something which the other films have never done. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good fun, and I'm going to look forward to getting my teeth into this one. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm going straight home to hammer out notes. I'm ready.
They're good.
I'm feeling creative.
I think I need a dark room to sit back and relax and take it all in. But no, either way, I think we're getting together the next couple of nights, and we'll do the review, shall we?
We will. Let's do that.
Lovely. Well, as we walk further into the darkest depths of Old Portsmouth, for another day, I've been Alex.
And I've been Dan.
And we'll come to the review in the next couple of days.